Hey there, heroes. It's Robert Segura, or commonly known as the Golden Glove. I'd like to take a second to say we've officially joined the Spark Network. We'll be working with our good friends over at Taking Initiative, and we look forward to bringing you even better content. Thanks for all your support.
Halcyon City, a bustling metropolis on the forefront of technological, economic, and social advancement, but it's far from perfect. Such greatness attracts great adversity, and the heroes of Halcyon City must protect it from time-traveling madmen, superpowered mercenaries, and evil masterminds. When those stalwart capes retire, who will take up the mantle? Well, the young bloods, of course. Teenagers struggling with their newly discovered powers, finding a date to prom, and battling insane supervillains at the Plaza Mall, all before curfew. And what's more fun than breaking curfew to beat on an anthropomorphic Triceratops? Welcome to Heroes of Halcyon City, an actual play podcast of Masks, a New Generation.
As quickly as it came, it was gone. That's just how things are in this city. You blink for a second, and you miss Captain Galactic save you from utter destruction at the hands of Phantom Fist. Happens so often, pretty soon you stop questioning it. Heck, soon you stop noticing it. It wasn't always this way. When I was a kid, the Golden Glove was just getting his footing, same as most. Stopped a bank robbery here and there, the occasional superpowered hood. These events were news. They shaped you. Where were you when Colossus smashed the Washington Monument? When Caliban held the president hostage on Air Force One and Phasma saved him? Those were the events you remembered. And now, the kids see that stuff every day. It's forgotten as quickly as the latest viral video or celebrity fad diet. And we live in a world where everyone is super. Who truly is it? Welcome back to Heroes of Halcyon City, an actual play podcast of Masks, a New Generation, Nerds on a Roll. I am your MC, Dungeon Master, Game Master, whatever you want to call it, Lauren Peterson. With me always is...
Tom Nguyen, David Schulke,
Robert Segura.
Hey, Haguchi?
Yeah, nice, perfect timing. So, where we left off, the group had just taken care of the events of the zombie outbreak. What are people calling that? And no, it's the day the bell rang again, but what are the kids calling it?
Round two?
Well, but, the kids don't know. And again, going at that whole thing, the kids see this shit every day. When I was young and the Golden Glove did something, that was new. That was an event.
No,
this is just a passing. So, the idea is, the adults, when that bell rang, they reacted. They were like, holy shit. And then the kids, they're like, what is that? Treating that rift sort of between the younger generations, the older generations. The older generations are referring to it as round two, and they're looking down on Golden, not looking down on, but looking at Golden Glove, holy, this is amazing.
The legacy. Yeah.
The legacy, yeah. But the kids are like, Golden Glove is one of many. Oh, another superhero did something.
Yeah.
So the adults, it's like, another Golden Glove did something.
What was the name of the park that it happened in?
Trinity Park.
Maybe it's Fight Night at Trinity Park or something? Fight Night.
Yeah. So, we're going to dive right in with love letters. Now, for those of you at home who aren't necessarily familiar with this, love letters are a great way to easily set the scene. They're custom moves I have made for each of the characters that are going to sort of give us a little bit of backstory and determine where we're going to go from here. It's going to very quickly set things up for what we're doing.
Is essentially
a little bit of downtime.
5 weeks have passed in this.
About 5 weeks have passed. I want to give Golden Glove his first because it's going to set a little bit of a precedent for how everyone else acts, and you will see why. So, Golden Glove, there's your love letter. Please read it.
Oh,
Dear Golden Glove, the flashing lights, the accolades, the glitz and glamour of being in the limelight have been your life for the past few weeks. It seems every time you don the gloves, the media is on your heels, trying to get a glimpse of Halcyon City's newest and most promising Golden Glove. The first to ring the bell since Bullet Sam himself. Roll plus superior on a 10 plus, all three. On a 7 to 9, choose 2. On a fail, I will choose one for you. And the choices are Your newfound glory has brought unwanted attention, and someone has come to challenge you. Who? Another one is Halcyon City is looking at you for your next move, and not just those without powers. Your exceptional performance has earned you an offer to join the Silverites, Halcyon City's foremost team of young superheroes.
Ooh.
Ditches?
You know, ditches for glory?
So, roll plus superior, Golden Glove. And now the idea behind this is these moves are going to all work differently for each of you. It's sort of based on the situation. He's rolling superior because this is choosing how much he's acting
all
in.
three. You get all three? You roll
10 plus 3.
All three. So, who has challenged the Golden Glove? The youngest Golden Glove. So Camelot Defense Systems has rolled out their newest line of security bots.
Mm-hmm.
Which... Squires.
Squires.
They're squires.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, they're called squires. And they are robots. That they... Basically, so there's this big press conference, and they announce that they are implementing the Squires. The Squires are a joint effort between Camelot Defense Systems and Aegis in an effort to make Halcyon City more secure from the average citizen, from the, keep them safe from the threats of the super-powered community. They do not specifically make a distinction between heroes and villains when they say this. In light of the recent events at Trinity Park, we are fast-tracking our new line of security bots, the Squires. In a joint effort with Aegis, Camelot Defense Systems is seeking to make Halcyon City a more safe and enjoyable environment for all. They kind of throw shade at the fact that Golden Glove is like... They are challenging you, effectively. Squires now walk the streets.
Oh, they walk the streets?
Yeah.
I thought they were like assigned to families. They just walk the
No,
streets.
they walk the
No,
streets
they
now,
are like-
protecting.
Oh,
You see them like
Like
police
RoboCop.
force. Not in the sense that they're like everywhere, but like
There's some
There's
walking around.
You'll probably
probably
see a few.
squires assigned to every district.
a couple squires
Yeah.
assigned to every district.
All right, the next one was Halcyon City is looking at you for your next move, and not just those without powers.
Well, that's more just the general environment.
Role playing going on.
Keep in mind, role playing. It's not just the general people who are like, yeah, Golden Glove. The hero community is like,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Let's.
But yeah, so the Silverites have extended an invitation for Golden Glove to join. A young teenage superhero team consisting of Metalicious, gay teen who ironically models his costume after Kiss, but turns into metal. Zippo, who has fire manipulation. Control-C, he clones himself. And Automator, basically think Iron Man with a subwoofer, who kind of raps during battle.
Rap battle.
And they're the like young superhero team. Like these are upstanding,
The
like
A-list.
foremost, like they're the A-list. Like they're not bad. They're really good at their jobs.
Mhm.
So after you defeat something, you stop somebody. I mean, it's nothing huge, but like Metalicious shrinks down into his normal size, and Zippo kind of he's like a speedster, but also fire. I imagine he's just constantly like all the clones of Control-C like merge back into him, and Automator lands like his armor like. And it reveals his face, and they kind of look at you and they go, Automator's like, you fight good. You should join us. The Silverites could really use the Golden Glove. We help each other out. Boost both of our reps.
Oh, it's not really about the reps, is it?
It's about doing good work.
Right.
I mean, we protect this city, but you gotta have someone to have your back.
I have my team, but if your offer extends to them, then
Control-C, like, splits into 5 guys, and they all start laughing. Automator just kind of gives him a look and says, no offense, Golden Glove, but you belong with us, not with them.
And I imagine Zippo
I mean-
probably like also like chimes in. It's like, yeah, dude, you gotta be on the team that's on fire.
Oh,
Come on, dude.
we straight up fire!
We straight up fire, dude. Come on, man. We're way better than that shit.
Metalicious just kind of looks at you, doesn't really say much.
okay.
But Automator says, you got Kid Katie, and she's... We all know she's a liability. Who knows what Nazgrim's up to, and hell, between you and me, half the superhero world knows who Meteorite is now. You're not safe there. You're not going to be doing the best work you can be doing there. You feel?
When the city was under siege by zombies, Fight night.
He's like, oh, hey, you mean fight night.
Where was your team?
Stuck outside the wall.
Do you know where my team was?
On the other side of it.
Exactly. Don't come to me disrespecting my friends, expecting me to join you.
Yo, man, look, it ain't disrespect, There's a bunch of other shit that happens to the other cities, and where you guys at when that goes down, huh? There's a reason we're the A-team. Just we get down on the good shit. You guys just clean up all the extra shit. That's whatever, man.
The wall went up. They just took control. Not like we could get in. Not like we didn't want to be there. And they said, we saw what happened. We saw what happened in Trinity Park. You rang the bell. The question is, next time it comes to ring that bell, going to be able to do it, or are they going to hold you back? Did you accept, decline, or are you thinking about it? I would just immediately gut reaction. How?
Decline.
You just immediately declined it?
Wow, you're not going to do the Teen Titans?
I would have thought, you would say thinking about it.
Go tour the building,
Look, you said no, but think about it. And his armor, closes back around him, and his voice comes out. He goes, Silverites, we're out of here. And he flies off, and Zippo does that. Control-C just kind of goes, later, and
really unnecessary.
It's a weird version of super speed in which he just starts cloning himself backwards and then reabsorbing them. It looks really bizarre, but
like a slinky.
Yeah.
Because he can instantly create a version of himself next to him, and he just does that, and that's how he goes around. Yeah, it's like a slinky, exactly. And Metalicious just kind of
sashay away
and walks away. All right, that handles Golden Glove and where he is.
When they turn around, I flip them off.
No, you don't in your gloves.
Just my gloves up.
Fucking Zippo. Dear Nazgrim, the air in Halcyon still stinks of magic, weeks after the events of that night. Nagging at the back of your mind is the idea of the Orihhalcum bullets and where and which fits into all this. And so you have decided to pursue that avenue. Roll plus mundane. On a plus 10. On a 10 plus, choose 2. On a 7 to 9, choose 1. On a failure, choose 1. Anyways, but you must make a request from home to accomplish it. And they in turn require something of you.
The drug that Witch is selling to the slab gangs that gives a superpowered high, you've got a sample. Somehow, White Skull broke out of the Aegis prison before you could get back to question him. And Aegis thinks it was an inside job. You've enlisted Alloy's help in learning about the Orihhalcum. What have you two discovered about it and about each other?
Woo!
We love each other.
Oh, he who speaks in multiple voices?
That would be terrifying. It's like Unity. So my mundane is -2, so I'm probably not going to get 10 here.
You can try.
I got
6.
4.
Okay, well, choose one anyway, but now your homeland wants something from you.
Mark potential.
Crab apples.
Oh, the mark potential!
This counts as a move.
So I think I'm going to go with White Skull breaking out.
So, Nazgrim, in order to get in, you had to trade alien tech with Aegis.
I did?
You had to make a request. You have to make a request from home in order to accomplish this goal. So I'm going to say that Aegis required you to trade some alien tech with them in order to get in.
Okay.
So you had to procure something from your people. They've heard all these fantastic tales that you've been putting in your reports. Like, I need to study these people more. Give me more time. Give me more time. Their powers are so varied, so diverse. They're not uniform like us. So at this point, they're starting to wonder if it's all conjecture, if it's all hearsay, and they want proof. They demand proof of superpowered individuals. Whatever form that takes, but they demand proof. Solid proof. Nothing that could be doctored.
And I guess in exchange, I'll share them how I was able to hack White Skull's armor.
Okay, so you share with them an alien operating system, essentially. Alright, upon the trade going down, they take you down to the cell only to find out White Skull's not actually in it. And that he's escaped. Investigation reveals that they believe it was some sort of inside job.
And they probably jack your shit anyway and kick you out.
Well, thanks for the tech. Good luck.
Basically, was her name? Flores?
Flores, yeah.
Emily Flores? Flores, she brings you in on this because she believes she can trust you. We're going to do Katie's last.
Oh, snap.
The
You
next.
last, girl.
Best for last.
Dear Meteorite, or whatever you call yourself, everything has gone to shit, hasn't it? You and Violet have barely spoken in the past few weeks, and you're pretty sure someone has been following you. Though you don't know who they work for, you keep receiving strange emails asking you to meet, and he just hasn't come knocking. You're trying to lay low, but you know there's only a matter of time. Roll plus mundane.
I think your worst stat now.
Yeah? It's been my worst stat. Thanks, guys.
I hope those.
We all believe in you.
But real quick, I'm just gonna roll it.
Freak you are.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
So I get a horrible thing. So
You get a 2?
so on a failure, pretty much all 3. Hey, awesome.
Hey.
Hey.
Your suit and a smartwatch, along with the notes that feeds. I see you have made your decision. Arrives in an unmarked package. Everywhere you go, someone seems to be following you, always hiding just out of sight, but you will know that they are there. And you relented and gave in. You're meeting with the sender of these mysterious emails, and maybe it will pay off in the end.
Well, you know, honestly though, I much prefer that it was all 3. Because I would have wanted all of them.
I know you would have.
Did you mark potential?
Oh yeah.
The idea behind your roll in my mind was, so Rob's is superior. If he rolls low on it, he's not living it up being in the limelight. Because you rolled high on it, you are. DJ's with his ability to approach things from a critical thinking perspective, or not even a critical thinking, but like blend in and pursue these leads and whatnot. Take to the mundane aspect of things. Yours was, I need to lie low. How human can I be? You weren't at all.
Nope. And I haven't been. Thanks, guys.
Okay, so you have agreed to meet with this mysterious email person.
Yes.
Just email.
Your suit has arrived again, and you have a smartwatch.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly what that means.
Mm-hmm. And someone's been following you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dear Kid Katie, it's been a hell of a few weeks, hasn't it? Well, you know what they say, don't you? No rest for the wicked. Roll plus freak on a 10 plus, all 3. On a 7 and 9, choose 2. On a failure, I will choose 1 for you. So I got a 5 plus freak, which is 0, so I got a 5. So you choose 1 for me.
Mark potential, and the one I'm choosing for you, you've been getting strange nightmares and headaches. Blurry visions of strange places, and even stranger creatures. And in those 5 weeks that has passed, as a result of the controversy, there's been mostly like hush-hush covered up. Theo's identity being revealed. He's been taken out of the public school system, and his parents are now homeschooling him. Your parents now know, no?
It's a controversy?
I don't know about that.
Is that more of a controversy than the zombie uprising?
No, in terms of like school rumors.
On one hand, Kid Katie goes to the school. Theo, the meteorite Morel, broke the gymnasium. He destroyed the school. It was more of a, we are kindly asking you to leave the educational system, or we will take legal action.
Okay.
And now he's being homeschooled by his parents, who are probably kind of terrified.
Not parents. My mother and my older sister, because my dad is not he passed away on a space mission.
Yeah, your dad was an astronaut.
Right? But no, like after everything that's kind of happened,
Getty, how do you just accept this other half of you and let the world just know what it is you're possible of? To just always be a hero.
Growing up with the parents that I have, I've always known I was different. They're always so controlling of me. This is the one thing that I have a say in. And I know who I am, and I don't care what other people think.
And what about you? Asking you spend more time as a human.
the only reason I stay in your human form is to make everything more comfortable around me. It's easier to observe and all that. I never understood the point of hiding behind any of this. I understand where Katie comes from. It makes perfect sense to me. You should be proud of what you are and what you're capable of. There's no reason to hide.
So then, given everything that has happened, do you see me as meteorite, or do you more like Theo, who I really am?
Yes. If you see him as himself or the mask.
We fought side by side in battles together. I believe we forged a friendship with you as Meteorite. When I see you, I see your superhero form, if you want to call it that.
Well, I don't understand how you can split yourself into two. I think you are both Theo and Meteorite. I don't think there's a separation between the two. It's just you are putting a barrier there that isn't there.
So which do you think is the real him?
I think I see you as Meteorite, because Theo is always trying to hide a part of him, whereas Meteorite has these powers.
All Meteorite's hiding in the name. In a sense. So they both see you as a Meteorite.
Theo has these powers, but so does Meteorite, but Meteorite is the only one that's allowed to use them.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I think
What are the results of that move, though?
I mark potential in third condition because
Okay.
they see me as the mask.
And, as always, what do you do?
I would like to talk to Bullock-Case Sam.
Oh, yeah, let's go over that real quick. So we get this scene, and it's, black, and then there's, the lights that turn on, and they're, and they slowly grow brighter. What'd you pick for your stronghold, Rob? Golden Glove?
I know for a fact the containment system, I want to call it the corner.
What? What's
Stay in the
happening?
corner.
What is the containment system for?
It's just
They
like,
keep up bad
Containing
guys.
villains. Or things you may need to study.
yeah, and so,
And then your two
He was out of
downsides
the
are
ropes.
it's difficult to access and easily damaged.
okay, so, do you think a powerful computer would be? 'Cause that's like,
the Bat computer?
yeah,
what
but
do you
it's Salty Sam, he's an old.
Yeah, but he has
Yeah,
allies.
Yeah, he's
You
got
gotta
allies,
stay up
but
with the
also,
times.
So I like the idea that the reason it has a containment system is because when Salty Sam started, Aegis wasn't around.
Yeah.
True.
You couldn't just
Yeah.
throw these bad guys in prison. He had to he had to watch over them.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do a power enhancement system.
I also like the idea of that because as he aged,
He's got to help himself.
and as he passed the gloves on,
Starting the juice up
especially
again.
because all the gloves, the pieces of the whole Golden Glove ensemble are disseminated throughout the whole line.
Yeah.
So, what do you decide on ultimately?
Okay, a containment system that I'm going to call
Yep.
the ring. I mean the
The
corner.
corner. Good with that.
A power enhancement system.
Good with that.
What is that? Right?
Yeah. What is the power enhancement system?
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it the ice bath. It's what Salty Sam called it. And then I'm going to do a powerful computer.
How did you get the powerful computer?
One of Salty Sam's friends helped him.
Okay. So there's a
From
powerful
back in the
computer,
day.
a power enhancement system, and a containment system. Its issues are that it's hard to access, but it's easily damaged.
Mhm.
How is it hard to access? I like to imagine, because you've always said that if you had a layer, it would be below the ring.
Mhm.
The ring does not have a mechanical mechanism that opens it. You literally have to push the whole damn ring.
Why don't you go underneath it, like the rest of them, go underneath it?
It's solid. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Well, how is it hard to access? Maybe is there passcodes or?
Well, I'm gonna say
It's also got to be. It's also got to be. It's a
It's
downside.
negative.
It's inconvenient to get there.
It's inconvenient to get to it in some way.
Okay, I like that idea.
I'm gonna say
You could purport that the idea is it's in a mundane building on a heavily populated street. You
Yeah.
can't just walk in.
no. I got this.
Okay.
You know those arcade games where it's like, oh, punch the punching bag. It's that. So I physically have to take a quarter out, put it into it, and it will start up. And you have to get
But it's keyed to super strength.
yes,
Yeah.
it's key to super
Got
strength.
it.
So only the Golden Glove's strength, or maybe someone
Someone of equivalent strength. So, Kid Katie and Meteorite couldn't get in.
Well, at my
Maybe.
best, I might be.
Maybe.
Able to.
Yeah.
Might.
Nasgrim might be able
Because
to
I have
get
a
it too.
Titan physical.
Why couldn't
So
I?
maybe.
You're not
super
strong enough. You don't have super strength.
My mind is super strong.
You're gonna punch
But it's
him
a
in the brain?
punching. But the point is, it's
The point is, it takes time and it's difficult.
yeah. So I imagine I have to go and I'm like, shit. Does anyone have any quarters?
Yeah.
Unless you have a
Is it
quarter.
also at an arcade and it's like that one
Use
game in the
tokens?
back corner that everyone's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Why is this still here? And
Yeah, it's probably like one of those, and it's dusty, and it's in a corner of the gym, and it's like a strength tester that's just been left over.
Oh,
and Salty Sam's like,
testers.
oh, I keep it for...
Instead of a punching bag, it's like a strength tester.
No,
You gotta
it
squeeze
is one of those, but
Yeah.
it's like it has a boxing that hangs down, and you hit it. It's like, oh, test your strength. See how hard you punch. And so you have to punch it, and then when you punch it, it'll go up, and it'll test your strength. It's like you hit this many pounds per inch.
Yeah, it's all those junk guys are like, look how hard I can punch it, and it shows like 900 points or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those.
And I do it. You gotta do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, and so I still have to put a quarter in.
World Tournament Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, where they have to punch the thing, and Vegeta just walks up and flicks it, and it like breaks.
Yeah.
And everyone else was like holding back just so they didn't get placed in like a higher bracket or whatever.
They were trying to make it so nobody knew they were superhero or superpowered.
Yeah, so it's like that.
So yeah, okay, so Nazgrim and you can probably get in easier than these two.
Okay.
But the point is, someone has to know what it is and where it is. You have to put in a freaking quarter, and you then have to punch it, like... So, you guys couldn't easily retreat to it, is the main thing. Okay. And the other one's, it's easily damaged. I mean, a lot of those components, a fancy computer, if you have a fight in there, shit's gonna get broken.
Yeah.
Everyone at home, we just kind of, in the middle of this, decided we're gonna swap the game up, so you can see some cool design process stuff. Theo, the Meteorite Morel, took an advancement that let him take the drives from a different playbook, the Beacon playbook. And what those are designed to do is to give someone who is mundane, living amongst these superheroes, think Robin amongst the team in Young Justice, something to strive for, something that defines him beyond his superpowers and his place on the team, something to live for in this fantastic world. Now, we don't have a beacon, but these are all really cool, and we all really like them, and we think it would be awesome if everyone had them. And, you know, Gygax once said, the thing we must never tell the DM is he doesn't need rules. So, fuck it. You can have that advance back. Cool. Everyone take drives, because they're awesome and they sound fun, and they're going to really focus our role-playing in a great way, I think. So, everyone picked 3 drives from the Beacons playbook. Essentially gave them all that move for free. So, let's go over it. Theo, what drives did you pick?
So, I picked one of the drives that says, reject someone who tells you shouldn't be here. Then I also picked get drunk or high with a teammate. And then, earn the respect of a hero you admire. Now, the advancement I will take for Theo is change your mask's label and add a +1 to your mask's new label. And the label is now Freak.
Okay. Nazgrim?
I picked make out with a teammate and tell a teammate your true feelings and take down a threat all on your own.
Right, so Kid Katie,
you could do that all in one go.
Nazgrim.
Been there, done that.
Make out with a teammate again.
Again.
Alright, Golden Glove.
Tell someone your true feelings about them. Another one.
He just made really shifty eyes at DJ, who plays Nazgrim, by the way, just so everyone at home knows.
He loves me.
Well, no, because mine is tell someone your true feelings about them, not necessarily a teammate.
Oh.
Or not necessarily good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just your true feelings about them.
You're a piece of crap, Nazgrim. What'd you
I hate you, Mom! Experience, please.
Experience, please. Okay, the other one is kiss someone dangerous.
Oh, that's me.
Nazgrim's very dangerous.
And my last
Real
one,
dangerous, yeah.
my last one. This is great. Drive a fantastical vehicle.
I got Golden Gloves like, I'm this goody two-shoes. I need to have experiences.
No, but also, I'm a goody two-shoes, but let's face it, we're all teenagers, right? What's better than driving Batman's fucking Batmobile?
I chose outperform an adult hero, reject someone who tells you shouldn't be here, and punch someone you probably shouldn't.
So,
Oh,
can you remind us what happens when you complete one?
So, when you complete one, you strike it out, and then you mark either potential, clear condition, or take influence over someone involved. And then when you've marked all 3 out, choose and mark 3 new ones, and then so on and so on. And then technically, I don't think we're going to do this, but technically, once you've completed every single one, you change playbooks, retire from the life, or become a Paragon City. But I think that's just Beacon specific, but this is more fun for us, extra flavor.
Alright, so back to shifting gears. The lights, gym, flick on, and Salty Sam, kind of his old ways, I've been waiting a long time for this, kid. You rang the bell. You rang the bell. And he kind of claps his hand and goes, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. You know, not everyone can do it. And he sort of shuffles over and he reaches into his pocket, his sweatpants, and he pulls out a quarter and he slides it into this old dusty machine with a sort of, you know, that punching bag. He says, go for it.
You just want me to hit it?
Hit it. Hit it with all your might. With all your heart, kid. All your heart.
Alright, let's do this.
Does it work? Does it work on the first try?
Yeah.
It like, a bunch of stuff happens, and then, like, the machine slides to the right, and, like, a metal panel on the wall slides over, and you see, like, a staircase, like, go into the darkness. Oh, you guys know all this. And he starts kind of hobbling his way down.
Cute.
As you go down, like, it's really dusty, and the lights go again. And finally you get down there, and it is a large underground, like, it hasn't been touched in years, and everything's covered in dust. And this was where I started, back in the old days, the good old days, when I was out there on my own. This is where me and, countless names over the years used to wait between fighting the good fight. Got everything you could want, kid. Everything you're gonna need. Private training gym. A friend of mine hooked you up with that. He motions to a large computer. He says, it's, updated as far as I know. I haven't had a chance to use it in years, but it'll get the job done. Containment system. Back before Aegis, we had to babysit, as it were. And he shows you, like, a line of cells, basically. He says, they should still hold up.
Alright.
So he sort of walks over to, like, the corner, and there's this, like, big steel, like, tube, and he kind of brushes it off, brushes the dust off, and goes, yeah, this. Bit of my own design. Worked with a couple others on it, but, you get in there, it'll pump you full of juice, that's for sure. Turn you up to 11. 12, maybe. But, kid, not for everyday use, alright?
Alright. You said that, and looking around to see all the dust, you said you used it back in the day?
Back in the day.
What about the other Golden Gloves?
Ain't none of them rung the bell, kid. None of them deserve it. But you deserve it. Is your savior locked?
Yeah.
It's locked?
It's locked.
So you'd be shifting it up there.
It's locked.
I mean, it's about as high as you can get, I think. Anyway.
Yeah. So what happens when someone tries to shift a locked label?
It doesn't work, yeah.
It just doesn't work.
Yeah, he just says it.
He can't shift your label there, but he would have, otherwise.
I give him a hug.
He hugs you back. He embraces you fully. He says, it's yours, kid. It's yours. Anytime you want. All y'all. You're welcome to it.
Thank you, Sam.
You're gonna need it. Hell, the Silverites got their tower. Or shouldn't you guys have something nice? Kind of laughs at that as it's like we see a panel of a place just kind of not well taken care of. An 80s fixing stuff up montage in here.
Yep. Awesome. So we got a
a couple of couches, like a mini fridge. You guys move a TV down there. You get real cozy. And you get a pain, like, right in your forehead. So you all kind of feel that in this moment. And Sam kind of drops to a knee because it's a lot for him. He goes, oh.
Sam, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, kid. I'm fine. These old bones just need a rest. Enjoy your new dates. I'm gonna head back upstairs. And he kind of goes back upstairs, shaking his head and rubbing his temples, kind of muttering to himself.
So, guys, you like the new place?
First of all, what was that, Katie?
I don't know what you're talking about, Nazi. You probably have allergies with all this dust.
I suppose so. Is your mentor all right? Does that happen very often?
No. He's a pretty spry old man. I mean, I'm sure, like Kid Katie said, I mean, there's a lot of dust around here, and, you know...
Dust, yes, we'll blame it on the dust.
The dust, of
We're
course!
all superheroes. Must be the dust.
I know. Hey, did you drink enough water today? Maybe you got a headache.
I don't know what that's supposed to imply, but anyway, this is quite a lair, and you clearly brought quite a bit of honor to your mentor.
Thank you, Nazgrim. So, you guys want to, I don't know, get some pizza? Clean up the place?
This place does need a bit of cleaning, it seems.
Maybe people can sleep here, too. Not at my house.
Let's get that pizza and clean this place up.
Extra pineapple, please.
You
Disgusting.
all start to clean
Punch somebody you shouldn't.
and do all that,
Mhm.
and Meteorite's wrist kind of goes. You look down.
In the middle of a cleaning session while we're having a great time.
There's a message that runs across your smartwatch, and it just is from you know who. You have responded to the email saying, "Yeah, I'll meet with you," and there is no response back. So you all have a fun little 80s fixing stuff up montage. You eat pizza, repair the place,
pineapple, please.
and Theo's on his way home.
Pineapple and ham is the
She told me humans don't like that.
But I'm telling you, it is very good.
It's good for you.
Theo leaves the place and he's walking home, trying to you're about to duck into an alley to put on your costume and fly home, and a car pulls up and someone gets out of the
Why does this happen to me?
passenger seat, and it's pretty dark, so you can't really see them.
Can I help you with something?
So it kind of turns and then opens the back door.
Alright.
It? The person?
The shadow, because
The shadow.
Because, it's one of those things where the car pulls up and the headlights are on you, so you can't see.
You can't see.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of looks up at you, and it has bright blue eyes.
Oh, nice.
And then it says, "Please sit."
Bright, it's shining through the shadows, like it's okay.
If you were to look at it, you would see an outline of a black figure, and maybe the white of the pinstripe suit.
Yeah.
And then
Just
bright, robin's egg blue eyes.
Jesus.
Text me.
I would assume that you are my pen pal then, yes?
Please sit.
Yes, I will. Or, I guess he, very cautiously, steps forward towards the car.
Use those two words in the same sentence?
But I'm here right now. I'm here.
You walk past the light, and you sit in the car, and your eyes sort of adjust, and before you know it, it's moving. Before you can even see anything, the dimly lit car, the streetlights are passing, and sort of illuminating every couple seconds. There's a figure sitting across from you. A woman in a sleek, very well-tailored suit. This is the billionaire entrepreneur, Sylvia Stone.
Does Theo know?
Yes,
She's
you know
a very
who she is. Yes.
Okay. Miss Stone?
You can see her glaring at you as the lights pass.
You know
And
my pen pal?
she raises a glass to her lips and drinks. Lose the formality. Relax. You're not in any trouble.
That's these last couple of weeks it's
Oh, I'm sure it's been tough for you. You seem a little nervous. Are you nervous?
well, it's not exactly every day. It's a car with
Can I help you relax? Music? You want a drink?
no, Theo, wow. What is this about?
Well, she sort of looks out the window, and we see a panel of light, from outside the window, her looking out of it. She says, "I told you had a decision to make. You made a choice. I think you have, but I don't like to rely on my own intuition when it comes to people."
I'm sorry, a decision to what question? Been asked a lot of questions lately.
She sort of rolls her eyes. You're young. I get it. You're naive. You haven't figured things out yet. She flicks her wrist back and, hits a thing, and blue metal over her head. Recognize me now.
Blue spider.
God.
And then with a flick of her wrist, it goes away.
Things make so much more sense now. He takes a moment to think about the time that has passed. It's I suppose being a hero, or maybe not a hero, but at least a man or a kid with powers, I'm surrounded by more people who tell me that I should do something. And saving people is giving me purpose. It's dangerous, I know. But if I could maybe find a better way, maybe this is something that I can always do. Maybe like you.
Yes, like me. So young. So stupid.
Whoa! Rude. Sorry.
But I remember what it was like to put on the mask for the first time. Kid, one of these days you're going to be great. That's the choice you're going to make. All of you get there. You got to retire at some point. And you're the young bloods. Might as well make sure we're leaving something behind.
You live 2 lives so well. Show me something better. I mean, my mother tries, but she's already lost so much with my father. I can understand why she has a hard time accepting it too.
So, she finishes her drink, and she puts it down. And she leans forward and puts a shoulder on your hand. Yeah. Hand on your shoulder. I'm going to give you some time to think on it. But when you know this is the life you want, you come find me. And the car stops, and after like a brief, there's like a chunk, and then the door opens, and you see the blue eyes of the robot driver. Yeah. You go, stop, sir.
I look at her, and kind of like looking at the smartwatch. Is this also? I mean, like, pretty sure it wasn't, because the last person that had the suit. There is one other thing. I'm pretty sure Mr. Lin also wants me to probably do something for him. Sighs and just maybe, like, starts to get out of the car and says, I will think about it. She.
Lin. District Attorney Lin. That windbag. Sure, kid. You want to be his lapdog? Be his lapdog. But I can guarantee you, running around in the shadows working for politicians, that's not what this game is about.
Then, what is it about for you?
Doing the right thing. No matter what that takes. Sleep on it. And sleep on it good. Because once you make that choice, you're not going to be getting much sleep anymore. And the door shuts, and she drives off. And you realize you are nowhere near home. How do you feel after that conversation?
Holy shit. Right. Never gonna tell you. That's cool. I mean, yeah, you just met a celebrity. Like, anyway, and then as far as thinking about what she had to say, he's gonna sleep on it and really think about it.
Think about it, yeah.
And because he's so locked in Savior, so I'm sure like the initial is like, yeah, I think I want to do this, but I think he's gonna just kind of relax.
Okay. Alrighty. Kid Katie, you are doing what right now? After the montage cleaning, Theo is left. What are you doing? Are you still living with Arthur?
I was, but I'm moving back home.
Okay, since Imp is there.
Because Imp is there, and
Imp has recovered because you got the thing where she didn't stay bad. Imp is recovered, but you're walking home. How are you getting home?
Probably Oliver.
Oliver? You're sitting in the back seat, and Nazgrim with you?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nazgrim, you're sitting in the back seat, and you're driving home. What are you two talking about?
Me and Nazi?
Yeah, in the back seat. What are you doing?
So, dust, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The others aren't here anymore. I felt these things before. What's happening? I felt it when you're sleeping. Things have been different since that demon incident.
Do you want to pierce your mask?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Roll to pierce your mask.
What's that scale of?
It's mundane. I think you also have influence with me, though. So you get plus, right?
Yeah, you get a bonus to pierce the mask if you have influence. What do you have marked? Do you have any conditions marked?
Me?
No, him.
I had 3 conditions marked. Afraid, angry, and hopeless.
Do any of them prevent you from piercing mask?
No, I don't think many. Oh, yeah, it does. -1 to comfort, support, or pierce the mask.
Okay, and then you have +1 for influence, so you're just at neutral.
I'm also -2 mundane.
So you're rolling -2. Okay.
What the fuck? I freaking rolled a 3.
So you got a 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You open your mouth to speak, mark potential, and as you do, Oliver goes through a 4-way intersection, and you look out to the side. There's a semi plows into the limo.
Holy crap!
In that instant, you see the glass crack. In the reflection, you see Nazgrim's face, stunned, shocked horror. What do you two do?
Where did it hit it?
Like
in the
T-bone.
you are
middle?
looking at it. Hit you.
Like it's gonna hit you.
It's gonna hit me.
Yeah, what do you do? From it hitting you.
Turn to Nazgrim and I put a bubble around him.
No, you dummy! I was fucking running trying to
roll to
protect
your
you.
powers.
Okay.
No, roll to defend.
Roll to defend. Defend is Savior. 10 plus 2. So I got a 12.
You, as the glass shatters, you turn, look at Nazgrim, and close your eyes, and a pink bubble. We get like a scene from up above as the semi just takes the whole car with it, and Nazgrim's bubble just kind of goes, and he like rolls up against a street lamp, and you hit your head, and Nazgrim looks up, and he sees the totaled limo, the semi, like come to a screeching halt, and Kincaid, you look up lying on the ground, like glass cuts covered, bleeding internally, and you look up at Nazgrim, and you see her die. And Kincaid, you blink, and you're sitting in the car next to Nazgrim.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, the real question is, did anything happen
So,
in the actual scene?
Nazgrim, you didn't see any of that.
No.
Woo.
Do I feel it?
No.
No,
He
okay.
doesn't feel it off of what
He may feel an emotion.
But-
what
but-
emotion
but
does
as
he
far
feel?
as-
Are you radiating that emotion? What does he
I
feel?
imagine every
But-
time I have a vision, I radiate something.
Okay, so, but I'm saying is, you saw that happen. He did not.
There's again! What is this?
Oh, take a powerful blow.
Oh, jeez.
3.
Yeah, my potential.
Make her preserve us.
And-
That's all of them.
Ooh.
Nice. Well, you're gonna level up, but you also mark a condition. Actually, no. Wait. You
It
weather it. You weather it.
Yeah, you wasn't.
So how do you weather that blow? You just shake it off, or you died and then opened your eyes and you were back in the car mid conversation. The same
Imagine you're
intersection.
yelling at me, and
Yeah.
I just throw my arms around you and hug you and start crying, probably.
You humans are so strange! I hug you back.
But also,
So
I
good.
imagine that you feel
Your sadness?
me,
Terrified.
feel me as you die. Does that make sense? Like you feel what I feel as I'm dying.
I start to, like, cry for no
Pain
reason.
and
Like-
sadness.
Yeah.
I just start, like, tears start...
But also a little bit of like hope because it saved him.
Yeah.
I'm dying. So you feel like this weird combination of like
I guess he starts, like...
you probably cried too.
Yeah. What,
Which would be strange for you.
what is happening?
What is this weird ritual? I'm crying.
I don't cry.
My emotions. My emotions.
I'm trapped in a glass door of emotions.
My new prison is shame. So yeah, that happens on the way home for sure.
Nazi, I've been having these visions, these dreams that I can't understand them. I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know why they're happening, and I don't know what to do.
When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, give them influence over you and ask them what they who they'd like you to be. I think you just shared.
Does that count now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
Definitely just
you
share
don't really have
vulnerability
to
or
make moves,
weakness.
you just have to do a dialogue
Yeah.
and no one decides if they're
I'm definitely I'm procking that one right now because you full on were just like I don't know what I'm doing or what's happening to me. I think that's a weakness and a vulnerability for sure. So you give Nazgrim influence over you. And-
Those shift labels.
Ask him who he'd like you to be.
sobbing. This is so strange. Where I come from, we would ask the elders how to deal with these kind of problems. Unfortunately, your parents are very unorthodox. I don't know about their judgment. I don't know if I trust their judgment. I don't know who we can really trust on this planet. I know you possess a great amount of inner strength. I know you can weather whatever this is. This is just another transformation. You're becoming a woman. Yeah, you're coming into yourself as an adult hero. Maybe this is just a part of it.
I don't think you understand. These visions, these dreams, it's not just an overload of emotion or teenage hormones. They look so real, like I'm there, like they exist. This doesn't seem normal.
Maybe this is the result of the eye. Everbright might have answers for us. That might be the catalyst for all of this. I suspect if any of your elders had answers, it would be her.
More hugging, more crying.
I use my lizard claw to gently stroke the back of your human head.
Well, I leveled up anyways.
Sorry, we gotta decide that.
Yeah, you did. What advance are you taking in that moment?
Oh,
This magic moment.
No, it's not that.
What is your
Well, the thing is you can unlock Moment of Truth, and then we
and then
just
you
set
just
you up.
use it later.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll wait.
We see the limo sort of cruise off down the street at that point, and we're going to shift to Golden Glove. What are you doing? The room is clean.
Well, my
You guys cleaned it up with your 80s fixing stuff up montage.
Okay.
Sam's in bed. He's giving you the keys to this place. You're sitting there, kind of looking around, hands in your hips, proud,
Mhm.
dirty, scuffed a little bit,
Okay.
but the place looks really nice. and you hear footsteps. Walking down the stairs. What do you do?
Walk over to the footsteps, and like the sound, and I go, "Hey, did you guys leave anything?"
So yeah, you look up at the staircase. The footsteps continue, and you see the shadow from the dim light upstairs, and the little ears and the claws stretch along the wall, as in his full leotard with the belt. Downstairs comes Silver Tiger. Keeps walking. You're at the bottom of the staircase. You back up, or what?
No, I don't back up, and I'll take one step up the staircase, and I will say to him, "You better get out before I ring that bell again."
Ooh! Holy shit! Provoke.
You provoke the shit out of him, dude.
All right, that's with Superior, right?
Yeah. Like, no question. You're... Damn, man. Damn. You have influence? You don't have influence over him.
I have a +1 forward against him.
You do? Shit, that was so good.
10 total. I rolled a 4.
So
I rolled a 6 plus my 1 against him, so that's 7, and then plus my 3 for Superior.
And
so
on
10.
a 10,
On a 10 plus, they rise to the bait and do what you want.
I'll leave in time. This is hollowed ground, as it were.
Say what you're going to say and leave.
He pushes past you and starts kind of walking about the room and goes, "Sam, talk about this place. Saw it once. It seemed so much bigger back then. But I guess it's yours now, isn't it? You rang the bell.
I did.
Bronze has to be so jealous. You're in the heart of the beast now, kid. You can have it all. You just gotta reach out and take it." And he walks over to the exact spot Kid Katie saw you stepping on Sam's throat.
Mhm.
And he sort of paces in that area and says, "It was so easy to get the old man down here and take him out. No one would ever know. You'd be free." I think that's not your style. Look, you made your intentions pretty clear. You don't want this life I'm offering. You want this rigid, structured, goody-two-shoes, abide by the law, do what's right. And he sort of raises his fist. You want to be the Golden Glove. You don't want to be your own man, and that's fine. And he's dropping mundane and upping freak.
I'm going to roll to resist because my mundane is -2.
So you're rejecting the idea that he is telling you you don't want to be your own person. You want to be the Golden Glove.
Yeah.
Okay. So to make sure that we're not basing it off of stats. We're basing it off
yeah.
what you believe in.
I rolled a 10, but do I add anything to it, or is it just...
No, that was just influence.
well then, yeah.
Yeah, and you had +1 forward, not +1 ongoing, so...
Yeah.
You resist, kind of looks up and sees that, again, you're unfazed. Alright, kid. Nice digs. Sooner or later, I think you'll see the light. You'll come around to my side. Realize that doddering old fool is so stuck in the past. His greatest accomplishments, everything he ever did, there's 15-year-olds doing that on a daily now. Step up. You could bring the Golden Glove to its full potential. You ring the bell. I couldn't even ring the bell. I'll tell you what, you're damn sight better than Bullet K. Sam ever was. But as long as he's holding you back, as good as he is all you'll ever be. And he walks up the stairs.
As he starts walking up the stairs, I will kind of call to him.
Uh-huh.
"Hey, Silver Tiger.
Yeah, kid.
I'll be seeing you and my belt real soon."
He taps his claws against it in the time and the place. But be sure you're ready. And he continues walking up the stairs. Okay. So what's going on with Nazgrim?
I'm back at my house, right?
Yeah.
Or it could be any other place.
But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, what's going on with Nazgrim right
I
now?
have an idea that we've been back at Katie for a while. Do I have my own room there?
The pool
There are
house.
so many rooms in that place. Yes, you do.
And for some reason, you haven't been seeing Naz in front of him for a while. For like days. Every once in a while, you hear him like run out and he just like runs to the bathroom. You hear him throw up. And then he just goes back into his room. But it's really odd for him to be not very social with Katie.
Do I find anything in the bathroom?
Vomit and skin.
Probably find maybe weird black goo on the ground.
I go to use the restroom, and I close the door, and you just hear me scream because I sat in it.
Oh my god!
And then I run out, I guess, in a towel, and I knock on your door, and I'm just like, Nazir, what the hell did you do in the bathroom?
Don't come in!
What is going on?
I don't know! Something's happening!
Open the door!
I don't want you to see this!
Open the door!
Okay. He opens the door, and it's all dark in there.
You're like,
You hear him scamper away really quick as he opens the door.
you need to go in there and clean it up, and I flip the light on.
You turn the light on, and there's molten skin everywhere. It's full on massacre.
What the fuck?
This doesn't only happen this much.
Nazi, are you pregnant?
No, I'm not pregnant. He's hiding behind the bed right now. I don't know what's happening, but he stands up and he's pink. He's completely pink.
Like you're naked?
No, his skin turned all
His
pink.
skin's-
And he's hot pink. I don't know what's happening to my skin. My scales are changing colors. Get away! He runs past you and he goes and vomits again.
Well, at this point, I want to just go over. But you'll.
He arrives eventually in a full on not full hazmat, but like poncho with a mop. Yes, ma'am.
I just gesture all of this.
He looks down at the mop and looks at the room. Yes, ma'am. He begins attempting to mop up the caustic vomit and dead skin. We need to do two things.
Puberty.
The Janus's obligations,
Yay.
which Theo rolled for.
Yep.
He has lapsed on his schoolwork. His studies are falling behind, which means his parents are getting pretty upset.
His mom.
His
My
mother
dad is dead.
getting pretty upset about that fact. The legacy.
Woo!
So, we got some really, really interesting questions to ask here, because I remember last time we discussed it, Golden Glove was not living up to the legacy the way he was acting.
And all of a sudden he did.
And then all of a sudden he did because he unlocked this moment of truth. But still, let's go over your move again, when you have to talk about your past, or how you're interacting with the legacy.
All right. So with that should be right here. Whenever time passes, roll plus Savior. See how members of your legacy feel or react to your most recent exploits. Before rolling, ask the players to answer these questions about your performance. Take -1 to the roll for each no answer. Okay, guys, so for the first one, it's, have you been upholding the traditions of your legacy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so no no's. The second question is, have you maintained the image of your legacy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait.
Because I feel like...
Well, what are we talking about, though? Like, right now?
No. It's basically everything that had to do with that event. If you remember, towards the end of it, we all kind of were like,
No, you're being a jerk.
Golden Glove, you're being kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's that part, then I would
And
say...
you can say yes if you want to say yes, but it's like every time we've done this, everyone has said yes constantly.
No, see,
And the last time we
I want to
talked
say
about
no because yes, you rang the bell and you took down the big bad, but that doesn't not that it doesn't excuse because that's a little too harsh, but everything you've been doing up to then is more like, yeah, you're using the powers that your legacy has given you, but I don't think you uphold the same way.
I mean, I saved those people and got a building smashed on me.
Yeah,
But it was the way you were treating other heroes in that moment. I think a lot of people... I remember us having a moment where we were all like, the next time this question is asked...
Yeah.
I get.
I would
get
say no. That's my gut reaction after.
I
That's
think,
We should...
ultimately, I think he still did.
Okay. So Nadgrim says yes, these two say no, so that's a -2.
And the last one is, have you made the other members of your legacy proud?
Literally, he told you yes. He was very proud of you.
I think Silver Tiger is legitimately proud of you.
Yeah.
Because he understands what that means.
Silver Tiger's not like a
Silver Tiger's weird.
He's not evil. You understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I think he's proud of you.
He's a villain, but he's not.
He's very human. You understand that.
He's not a dick, yeah.
Yeah, like
He just didn't want to
the main thing
be
behind Silver
held.
Tigers. He was like, "Hey, kid, you're gonna be the next Golden Glove." It's like, holy shit, I'm gonna be the next Golden Glove. That's amazing. And then he like is kind of indoctrinated into it, and he realizes like I never had an opportunity to be my own person, and that's why he rebelled.
10 total. 10 total. That's with my savior. But then -2 from that. So
An 8.
an 8.
Okay.
Another is upset with your most recent actions and will make their displeasure known.
Uh-oh.
Pretty sure it's Bronze Era.
All right, let's set that scene.
You're like Salted Sam's, right? You have like a duffel bag over your shoulder. You have the quarter in hand.
Oh, you get the quarter in hand,
And like you're about to go like
and
punch
there's
the thing.
Bronze is there, but he's not in Golden Glove uniform. He's in like
Street clothes.
like normal. Looks totally like a normal dude. You have that like scene where you're walking up and there's like a figure in shadow, and you kind of look over your shoulder. We're closed, and he walks out, duffel bag over his shoulder, and goes, "Yeah, I know."
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Yeah, that seems to be the general consensus these days.
Are you still mad I told you to go home?
My head wasn't in the right spot.
Mine wasn't too.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't. You don't give the orders. I'm what you need to live up to, not the other way around, kid. He's shifting your labels of that. I know he's shifting your labels of that, but I don't know what.
Superior.
Mundane down.
Yeah,
for
no,
us.
he's
Mundane up.
definitely
Superior down.
knocking your superior down and your mundane up.
But Superior's locked, so.
Fuck, superior's locked.
No, savior's logged.
Savior's the lock.
Savior
Savior
locked?
is
Okay,
locked, yeah,
He's
it's
shifting
lockness.
yeah, he's doing it. Do you accept it, or... No, you reject...
I reject that. 9 plus 3.
He's too good. He's too good at rejecting his own damn legacy.
Okay, so I need to say something to him.
So what'd you get? You got 10, right?
Well, I got a 9 plus 3.
So choose
12.
2. Clear a condition and mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up and one label down of your choice. Cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
He doesn't have influence over you anymore.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, he can't tell you what to do then.
Oh,
No. In this case,
People, I feel like people still can.
Yeah.
Like, especially with the...
No, with something
No,
like
that's
that, yeah.
When someone with influence over you tells you who you are and how the world works. I keep forgetting I have my own GM moves.
Yeah.
and in that case, no. I'm just flat out shifting your labels.
You can't resist it.
Yeah, that's my move that
Yeah.
I'm making. I'm
Oh.
shifting his labels.
Okay.
Because Lauren keeps playing it like...
I keep
like the
forgetting.
PCs and...
Okay. So
No,
you're
but
shifting.
yeah. you
That's
just
my
do it.
move.
You're shifting my mundane
And your savior
and
down.
my savior down.
That's
I mean,
Lauren
superior.
keeps doing more of.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. He like jabs a finger in your chest when he says that. And I guess what I'm doing, I'm not shifting your labels when I do that. He's taking influence over you. That's my move.
Ugh, he's taking influence over
Yeah,
me.
your labels stay the same, but he's taking influence over you. And the ideal and the responsibilities of your legacy and like that like thought when you go back to him as your scoutmaster sets in. You're like, shit, this guy's still older than me. He's still a Golden Glove. Like I think you realize like he's still a Golden Glove.
Yeah.
Even if you think he's a bit wrong. What do you do?
I brush that aside, and you should be living up to Bullet Case Sam, not the other way around.
He sort of kind of backs up a little bit. He bites his lip. I don't know what the hell's gotten into your head, kid. Bullet Case Sam is an old man. Sure, he fought the first alien invader. Sure, he made first contact, however you want to look at it. But the doddering old fool fought bank robbers and guys who could run a little bit faster than you. The game has changed, kid. You should know that more than anyone else. Look at the people you're hanging out with. You've got a damn person who rips reality apart. He defies gravity. Aliens are now walking among us. You're eating pizza with them. And your little girlfriend? You saw what she did on that tower. I saw what she did on that tower. The corporations control people like Lancelot. We're a legacy. We date back before any of this. You understand the ideals we have to uphold? I don't think you do. You're so stuck in your own ways. Chasing around after C-listers like Witch and Imp. Why the hell did the bell ring for you?
You know who you sound like right now? Silver Tiger. So why don't you take a break from the gym for a bit? Clear your head.
He turns around. I'm the Golden Glove, not you.
Is he gonna try to punch
He
me?
turns around and he right hooks your jaw. Take a powerful blow.
I thought he was gonna try and open the thing and then work because he didn't put quarter in it.
Take a powerful blow.
Just flat out take a powerful blow.
Sucker punch.
5.
Oh.
Do you have any conditions?
I have 2.
Ooh,
So
not
6.
But
Oh,
can I use?
5? Wait,
7.
he has 2, 7.
Yeah.
7. That actually
Can
gets
I?
you.
Hold on. Can I use my never give up, never surrender when I take a powerful blow from someone who is stronger than
Yes, you can.
Isn't it?
me? Fine. I've been trying to use this.
Yeah.
Well,
You can.
he's my
Yeah.
predecessor.
But it's like way stronger.
No, he's on a higher because
He's on a higher
Rob
tier
has the
than me.
gloves. Without the gloves, Rob is not nearly as strong as he is as Bronze Era is without the gloves. Bronze Era is definitely stronger than Rob. He is an adult. He has the move control my powers.
yeah.
He's stronger than you. Yes, you can use that. Never give up, never surrender.
Okay.
So what does that do?
Not only what does that do, what does that look like?
So I need to roll plus savior on this.
Well, you just add savior to the roll instead, right?
Yeah.
So
It was the 5 plus 3.
well,
wait.
no. So instead,
Well,
instead of take a powerful blow, instead of
I
rolling
roll plus savior.
his things, he rolls plus savior, and the results are different.
Should I re-roll or should I
Nope.
just keep that
No,
roll?
keep the roll.
So that was 5, and now plus 3 to that.
So what's
8,
this?
and then what's your
So I'm
results?
8 on a 7 to 9. Mark a condition. On a hit, you stand strong and choose one. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition, and so I 7 9.
If
I
you
mark a
take a powerful
condition.
blow
and-
from someone with far greater
That's cool.
power than you. Use this move instead of the basic move. Roll plus savior. On a hit, you stand strong and choose one. On a 7 to 9, you also mark a condition. You get an opportunity or opening against the attacker. You rally from the hit, and it inspires the team. Add +1 on the team pool. You keep your attacker's attention. Honestly, you've only got one choice there. You get an opportunity or opening against the attacker. The others, there's no one around to see it. This is just you two.
Yep.
So, you mark a condition, and you get an opportunity.
Shit.
Oh,
I'm gonna mark.
shit.
I'm gonna mark angry,
Yeah, you are. You fucking are.
and I am going to deliver my own powerful blow.
So he into your jaw, and you just. What does that look like? What does that panel look like? If you were flipping through a comic book, I want to know exactly what this looks like to you.
Okay, so he hits me in the jaw, and so my head goes to the side, and we get a panel of him with a little smirk. But
Like
then,
half his face, half in shadow.
and then the next panel, you see my head whipping back around with a fist coming to his,
Right?
with the gloves on.
Oh, damn! Like, you didn't have them on before, so when your head comes back up, you have the little mustache, and the golden glove flies out of the shadows. Oh! I can draw. You get an opportunity against him.
Yeah. So do I roll to hit him?
Yeah, roll to
Yeah.
directly engage a threat.
Directly engage a threat, man.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
this is awesome!
Meanwhile, I was just
8.
getting stared down by Ultron.
8 plus 8 plus 3 for my danger.
Oh my god. 11. Well,
No, wait a minute.
And then angry,
Oh.
Don't you have a different thing for when you engage specifically?
it's when I'm savior. It's when I'm using it to defend someone.
but are you pulling and punching?
Uh,
With the golden gloves on.
Yeah, that's
I
yeah,
guess-
that's
He's
right.
got the golden gloves on, but he's fighting a golden
That's
glove.
true. So
Are
I
you
guess
pulling your punches?
I would
No,
pull my punches.
I wanna ask you,
No, that's true. I am angry, but I
getting down
still
the core of it.
I
You are
still-
angry.
I am
you are
angry.
Unhappy, but are you? I
He's
really,
still-
really want to know.
He's still
Not for the
a
sake of the move.
he's still legacy, and he is still a
You're
mentor.
still respecting
Yeah,
the same.
I still respect him. He still does good.
It's almost more insulting that you're not.
Yeah,
trying to
you're
hurt him.
above
Yeah.
him.
So yeah, you're pulling your
Because if you
punches.
think about it
It's
too,
still
like,
plus 3 for me.
I agree with
Yeah.
you because like it's one of those you're not going to try to punch him to the point where you're trying to get him to pass out, but at the same time,
You can roll plus save
relative
instead
to
of plus
your
eight.
both your
It's still
powers,
plus
you're
3.
still probably going to push him through some shit.
If you do, you cannot choose to impress, surprise, or frighten your foe. So you still directly engage the threat, and you rolled an 11. So what are the results for that? What do you choose?
And that was the directly engaged threat.
Yeah.
So what
And
Well,
as far as the fiction is concerned, you are pulling your punches.
Yes.
Which,
And so with
pulling
that,
your punches against a golden glove is not easy.
which is again, and even then, that's still very relative. You're
It's
very,
very, very
these are
relative.
still hits that you're gonna be like,
Ooh.
I'm going to avoid his blows. So I'm going to say he like,
You just pick 2, don't you?
no,
Yeah.
just, oh yeah, I get
You
to
rolled
pick
an
2.
11. Yeah. you
Yeah.
rolled an 11.
So I'm going to resist or avoid his
Right.
blows.
Remember, taking something from someone does not have to be
Physical.
literal
Yeah.
or physical. It
Yeah.
can be metaphorical. You could literally take his pride.
Or you could,
Wow.
That's-
Okay.
that's a.
I would imagine he already lost that.
Dark.
Um,
When you directly engage a threat, rape.
I am
We do not
going,
condone rape jokes here at Nerds on a Roll.
I'm actually going to do both physical and emotional.
Okay, so you are going to hit him and avoid his blow. So your blow connects,
Mhm.
and that panel is your fist. Because I love you coming out of the shadow. And, like, because we saw you before, and he hits you, and you go into the shadows, and when you come out, you have the mustache, and the golden glove connects with his face. And he tries to throw a punch, and it just misses, and he goes flying across the gym and lands in the ring.
yeah, that's what I said. Like,
And then we get a panel of him, like, sitting up, like, from behind him as you open the ropes and climb into the ring. And then what do you take from him?
So I imagine I picked up his duffel bag when I was climbing into the ring,
Uh-huh.
Over
and
your shoulders, you climbing in there.
I just have it in a hand,
Okay.
and I pull out his gloves, his pair of golden gloves, and I'm gonna say, once you've proven yourself again, Sam will give these back to you.
And then we get a top shot of you tossing the duffel bag on the ground and him lying in the ring, bleeding.
Jesus, make me sound like a dick.
And we see you walk
He
off.
sucker punched you.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're
he
not
did.
a dick. You're just
You also pulled your
you,
punches.
you
That's
literally
true.
took his shit away and were like, when you're done being a baby,
Yeah.
he's back.
And you walk off, like, into the shadow.
Hell yeah.
You, like, duck under the ropes and get out, and he sits up and sort of rubs his chin. He looks over the side, and there is, illuminated by a
it
single
would be bullet case.
hanging lamp, the old, weathered, leaning heavily on the doorway, the bullet case Sam, who is looking into the ring, and Bronze Era kind of rubs his chin, looks up at him, a bruise beginning to form on the side of his face, and bullet case Sam just turns around and shuts the door to his office. End of session moves. Where are we? How do you feel about yourselves? I think we actually discovered quite a bit about ourselves this session. Nazgrim, I'm sorry you did not get nearly as much spotlight as I wanted you to, nearly as much delving into stuff as I wanted you to. So I think we're going to pick up next session with you.
Okay.
But for now, end of session, choose one. Grow closer to the team. Grow into your own image of yourself. Grow away from the team. Theo, where are you? I feel like this is the first time someone has grown away from the team. But that's my opinion. What's your opinion?
Well, it's not the first time someone's grown. I've picked that option before.
Have you? I think
Yeah.
Theo's the one who does grow away from the team.
I'm gonna do it again this time because even though growing into own image of myself, like that scene with Sylvia Stone wasn't really growing into his own image of himself. It's
being taken away.
Yeah, it's unlocking the potential. Like, all right, well, what do you like? You know,
I think growing away from the team is what would have happened with Golden Glove if he'd have accepted the invitation.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, that would have been totally valid. And you're still thinking of it. You could, in this game, still progresses. You can leave the team. That is totally an option here. It's been done in every show this game is based off of.
Yeah.
Every comic this game is based off of. People leave the team. It's totally fine. So if you decide that's where you want to go with that Golden Glove, you can. But You are moving away from the team because Sylvia has why? Why? We know it's linked to Sylvia.
Yeah, so I feel attached because, and even myself, too, when I was thinking about it, but, we got this super sweet layer, we got all this, but for some reason, when I get into the character, I still don't, funny enough, I'm not trying to, do a pun here, but I still feel like the outsider. They've all lived together, they've been together, they're doing all these things, and,
Theo still is attached to that old part of his life. And not only that, now he has a secret.
Yep. It's a very big secret.
He always has a secret.
I always have, right.
Well,
and
that's
so
the point of being the Janus.
Yeah, I finally shed away, what I thought was my biggest secret, which is my identity. And now,
there's another one thrust upon you.
Yeah.
In a weird way, as casual as it was, she trusted you.
Yeah.
With knowing who she really is.
Yeah. And I'm definitely not gonna... And then
because
also...
I think what Sylvia Stone was saying in that situation is, she's not saying, I'm Sylvia Stone, I'm the Blue Spider. She's saying, I'm Blue Spider, I'm Sylvia Stone. Because she introduced you as that first, and she had a very clear idea of where she wanted you to go. But she's willing to mentor you, I think, in this situation. And this, again, is the very Tony Stark, Spider-Man dynamic, for those of you not familiar with Civil War, where the current MCU is moving is in that direction, but this has been around for a long time.
Yeah, and then the other thing, too, that we haven't covered yet, but my character intuitively knows, and that's probably another reason why I still felt like the outsider is, yes, I got my suit back, but it also came with a price that now the DA wants me to do some of his stuff. Or at least,
the suit, and that's where the smartwatch came from. It hasn't gone off yet.
Nope, but at least that burden is still very much on it.
You definitely have it in your mind, I would say so.
So that's kind of all the things that...
Alright. You take
that
influence over you away from another character. So who has influence over Theo? Or it could be an NPC.
I think I do.
I do.
Yeah, I guess we all do.
I also do.
This can be an NPC if you choose.
I think just in terms of what's about to happen, I'm going to take it away from Lowercase Sam, because all adults default with that, but I think what would be cool is, kind of like Red Tornado and Young Justice, right? He kind of gives us, I feel like he's going to be a little bit of a mentor. He knows we're in his basement.
To all of us, yeah.
Yeah, so
he's definitely
probably going to
involved a
come
little bit
in
more now.
and say some things, and I think because of everything that's going on with me, they might kind of listen to it, but I'm probably going to be that oddball. No.
Yeah, okay.
And so that's why I'm going to take
totally
that
fine.
away, just to role play that a little bit.
Okay. Nazrim, where do you end up at the end of this session?
I go closer.
Closer to the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, with Kid Katie. Is she the one who made... Because who made you feel closer?
Katie.
Yeah. You gave influence to her.
She has already.
Yeah.
Yep, and you get to shift his labels. And then you can clear condition or mark potential. You got a lot of conditions, though.
Yeah, I do. I'm going to clear all my conditions.
I like that is something people want to go for. I notice most of the time when you pick that, when you pick that ability, people are going for clear conditions, not marking
Because
potential.
conditions is your
It's too much of a
HP.
danger. Yeah, it's
It's like danger, but I know a lot of people. I think personally, I know a lot of people who, regardless of that, would
Try to
choose
level up.
the potential so they could level up, so they could get stronger.
I moved your danger up and your savior down.
And why did you do that?
Danger because there's a lot of stuff going on with you. Savior just because you and I don't really know how to help me, I guess. So in a way, it's
I see that.
He's
But
putting
you're not
putting
trying.
what he thinks on you, and that's not what you think you need. Is that? Am I getting that right?
kind of. Basically, he
But
can't.
he's also
I asked him for help and he couldn't help me, really.
He couldn't help you. He told you what he wants you to be, but it's not what you need to be, or what you feel. Okay. And then
I'm clearing afraid.
you're feeling afraid.
Doesn't afraid of anything.
All right. Golden Glove, Robert.
I think I grew into my own image.
Yeah, totally.
We did a lot of that.
Dude, you beat up Bronze Era.
I know. Fuck.
Holy shit, man!
And I made Silver Tiger leave.
Yep.
I was like, get out of here.
It's kind of
Go on,
intense that this Golden Glove is it's so crazy to me to imagine other legacy lines.
And he's Damien. Damien's more or less stronger than any of the other Robins, but also not in a lot of ways.
Because I don't see it that way because he's still upholding the morals of Batman.
Yeah.
But
Damien doesn't.
No, Damien doesn't. But he would be in his case. It's weird. I can't think of a legacy in which this applies, but the others failed and you're succeeding?
Yeah.
And you're this, 16-year-old kid.
17.
You're like a prodigy.
You're a 17-year-old kid, not just telling off grown adults who literally do know more about the world than you. You're beating them up. And not in a...
in self-defense.
not in an angsty way. They attacked you, and you're fighting them. One of them dropped you off a building, and the other one punched you in the face, and you're fighting back,
I mean,
righteously.
You're that one kid that's kind of matured, and you're crossing that line where you're starting to realize adults are still human.
Yeah.
They're you know when you're a kid and you're like, oh, parents are parents, they're always right, and then you grow up and you go, no, parents are humans and sometimes they fuck up.
Yeah.
But you learn to love them regardless. You're right there. Where you're like, no, these guys are fucking humans too.
I don't know if you can learn to love these guys. They're physically
You have a very dysfunctional family, and on top of that, you're being forced to grow up really fast. This Golden Glove is the kind of person who's going to end up leading the Avengers for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, that's sad.
That's kind of the reality of it, though.
This Golden Glove is going to become a great leader for bad reasons. He'll be an awesome leader and a great person, but at what sacrifice? What is he losing because of it? Because you were forced to adhere to some ideals that are very, very old, and these people are trying to, in a way, liberate you and tell you to be your own person, and you're adhering to someone else. And that's totally fine and amazing, and I love it. I love what you're living up to, and this ideal that you have. It's perfect. But it's a very interesting dynamic. So you grew into your own image of yourself.
Yep.
How do you see yourself and why? Shift a level up and another down.
I guess I see myself more... Essentially what I'm trying to get at is I want to move my freak up and mundane down.
You're better than these Golden Gloves.
Yeah.
You're much more
that's kind of what...
seem to be.
I honestly think that you... It's a fine line between superior and freak, but since your superior's locked... Oh, no,
my savior's locked.
Your savior's locked. Okay, so we might be able to tread this fine line. Superior is being better than everyone else. Freak is being unusual because of your powers.
He's also being made feel alien with his Golden Gloves.
Yeah, you're feeling alienated from the Golden Gloves, so I can definitely see that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time,
Superior is still at
Superior is you are...
He's not going to mark a condition of himself, though.
Yeah, he's not going to mark a condition of himself.
2, right?
You're better than both of these Golden Gloves as far as you're concerned. You are better than Silver Tiger, and you are better than Bronze Era. As far I think you think that, anyways. So yeah, shift your freak because you're proving you're more powerful. I mean, you just freaking laid out Bronze Era. Okay. He's had more training and more time to master his power suite than you.
So I move my freak up and
drop your danger. All right, Kid Katie.
Yeah. Oh, I feel more detached than closer to the team. Okay. But who would I take influence? Well, I can take influence away from anyone. Right?
Anyone. Because that's you deciding you don't care what they have to say anymore.
I'm gonna take it away from Meteorite.
Yeah, why do you take it away? How has your opinion of him shifted that you don't care what he thinks anymore?
Well, after talking to him about the diagram and the visions, I'm also thinking that it's because of the diagram, which he didn't let me destroy, so it makes me feel like
You think you could have ended this all? You wouldn't have had to deal with it if he wouldn't have stopped you.
Yeah.
That's very teenagery, because now the next time... Oh, wait, I thought we were friends. Fuck you, man.
Yeah,
Wait,
exactly.
what did I do wrong?
Boys, we don't know what we did.
So great. Okay.
Yeah, hurt someone or break something important. Pretty
You
sure
hurt somebody.
In either case, it
broke his jaw. Broke something important to you. You kind of, in a way...
Broke? Bronze Era.
He broke the legacy. In a weird way.
Yeah, I guess so.
So other than clearing angry, that's it.
You did clear angry, though, because you did hurt somebody.
I hurt a whole lot of legacy.
Yeah. I think a lot of people were hurt in this situation. Even Bullock Sam still,
he's probably upset over what he saw.
Yeah, he probably is.
Yeah. While he would definitely take your side in the situation, he's still upset that it
still
happened.
Can't be good to see your Bronze Era...
Your legacy fighting amongst each other.
Yeah,
he
fought so, as far as we've established, Bullock Sam was the first hero.
Yeah.
And, to see it fall apart the way it is, none of it played out. Not a single one of the Golden Gloves has come out the way he wanted them to, except for you.
Now he sees his legacy trying to corrupt it. They're trying to break it, trying to ruin it.
He still shouldn't have just walked away, though, in my opinion. You have this older man beating on a 17-year-old kid, and you're just gonna close the door.
Well,
No, he closed the door after he saw
closed the door after the
get his ass
17-year-old kid beat the shit out of the older man.
Yeah.
Like, one punch, and he just went boom and knocked him into the ring. And that was pulling his punches. So, yeah, alright, that's a really good place to end. I'm very pleased with tonight's session. I think we had some awesome character building and role-playing in them.
Welcome back to... Wait, where am I? What's this? Josh, we need you to record this promo clip, blah, blah, blah. You better do a good job or we are quitting your BS curse of straw nonsense. Love, Bucky, Donna, Drew, and Nick. Hugs and kissies. Well, I'm not quite sure how to take that, but hey, everybody. I'm the current DM for Taking Initiative, a D&D 5e podcast. We're a bunch of goofs that love the game and wanted to share our playstyle at the table while still delivering a story you can enjoy and follow, even if you've never played the game before. We're Taking Initiative wherever you get your podcasts, or you can go to thespark.network for all other info. A cassette tape? Montage for promo. A cassette tape, really?
I could pop out and attack our attackers from behind.
That might possibly be one of the dumbest ideas I've ever heard.
As soon as she steps out the door, I'm gonna cold cock her.
What the f***, Drew?
I don't know who you are. There's ghosts in here.
One must die.
I'm gonna just start, like, hysterically crying.
I'm officially spooked. I do not like this place. I want to leave.
Hey nerds, it's your favorite superhero of all time, Kid Katie. Don't worry, I won't tell the others. Besides, they already know. Well anyways, back to the podcast. We'll be releasing new episodes every other Tuesday for you fine folks. We also have a Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram account to keep you all updated on the show. Be sure to use our hashtag NOARpodcast on Twitter for your chance to have your name as a character on our show. How awesome is that? I know, you're welcome. If you really loved us though, as I know you do, you'd pledge on our Patreon to help us improve and grow. We've got sweet rewards and it all ends up being better content for you. Well, TTFN, bye dolls.